Tiny Queen Unwashed has 30 days to claim her tiny queendom back from tiny cosmic demons. Will she lead her tiny folk to victory? Or will she have tiny defeat? Welcome to Tinyfolks. It is a tiny version of Darkest Dungeon in the most literal way possible. Just imagine Darkest Dungeon and shrink it, and you have Tinyfolks right here. Let's go on to an expedition. Select 3 of the people that I have available. Right now, everybody else is either in training or healing up from the previous expedition. You can even rename them. Look at that. Look at that. All their beautiful names. Bobby is the new Bobby and Tyler. They are the new hires. Let me give them member names. Here's El Catherine. And you have to click here. Otherwise, it will not save. I struggled with that for like 10 minutes trying to get things to save, and it wouldn't. You had to click the thing, or it will not. Their pathetic peasant Wayne. He will eventually train to become somebody of worth. He is in one of the facilities. Anyway, I'll go through the town dialogue after we go on to this expedition. Let's have the queen and her 2 bodyguards go on to explore after they have been properly equipped with artifacts and items for consuming into the expedition. Let's go out there. I have 30 days instead of 45 because I have put it on hard mode because I am a tough video gamer and I will not accept to play a game in normal mode to begin with. I have no concept of a proper challenge. Let's go for a medium. I beat Oasis and that was medium, so this should be also a decent run. I either can go to the Dusty Pyramid or to Citopia. Probably Citopia. Narrow Streets, Merchants and Thieves. Ancient Gods, maybe buried below. That sounds way more intimidating. Let's go to Citopia. Get ourselves nobody weird, nobody supernatural, just regular miscreants and rats. Hell yeah. If you have played Darkest Dungeon, you have played Tinyfolks in a different manner. I have Kevin Davis here ready to strike. He's going to charge these 2 rats. He can only charge to the first 2 positions. Murder the rats. Oh, rats has been slain. Like a proper RPG hero, this is where it all begins. Continue charging to annihilate all of the rats. Honestly, shouldn't even be doing that because the power that they use is finite, and thus you need to ration it properly. It does not recover unless you have a unit that recovers it. These guys do not. I do have an elixir which gives me 100 power back, but these are valuable items. You don't want to just throw them into the garbage, you know? So gotta be careful. I would like to, since rats are ass garbage, I'm going to, instead of attacking and winning, I'm going to click the +1 attack for everybody. Usually this will cost 5 power, but because I have a particular item, it costs 5 less. It's for free, so I get that +1 attack to everybody. I really like the sound effects and the music. It is extremely charming. The music on its own is, these chip tunes are so good, and everybody be jamming to them. I really like it. I really like it. It doesn't look like much, but the way that everybody is jamming to the music, it really adds so much to these tiny pixel graphics. Anyway, we have, excuse me, this town is actually overtaken by zombie hordes. I thought there would be freaking thieves with daggers and cloaks in the night, but no, we are actually facing an army of the undead and the witch that raised them. The witch, of course, is weak to burning, so that is pretty nice. 50 health on these filthy zombies. I guess I'll just attack. I don't want to spend any resources on these zombies. I assume that it's not going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, only -5. Queen Unwashed is able to actually do a lot of healing, so I'm just gonna let them slowly whittle down the filthy zombies while the Queen Unwashed will burn the witch. Smite the back position right there. What you do? +3 attack to yourself. Once you get used to all the things that happen, all the animations, you can go to the options and enable the ×2 speed. I don't really like that just yet. I'm not familiar enough. I am only like an hour in. This game goes pretty fast. Anyway, let's continue attacking the front zombie. They really don't do a whole lot of damage, so we can take the slow walk out of this particular fight. Didn't realize that they also poison. That is obnoxious as hell. He is already at 60. I heal for 30. Let me be proactive with my healing. There you are. Back up to full. Oh, +3 attack. That's going to create a problem. We need to burn the filthy witch again, but 12 and I only do 8, huh? I could spend 10 power, but I am confident that we can get through this fight without just dropping dead. So it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be a bad encounter here. Just gotta be more patient. Ah! Some kind of weird curse, -3 attack. That is very upsetting. How about you command? It just makes me chuckle every damn time, man. I don't know what is about it that the Queen's command makes me giggle, but it do make me giggle every damn time. Anyway, this filthy witch has healed. Burn, filth! Burn, you disgusting practicer of the occult arts! You filled me with revulsion. Your army of zombies will be vanquished. Post haste. Healing its own freaking troop. It's alright, you're going to eventually burn. I will tie you to the pyre. It's alright because I have a lot of power and I have a lot of healing to do. Usually fights, they don't drag on. This I am just, you know, maximizing resources. I'm being way too cautious. But usually fights are over way faster than this. I really shouldn't be letting the witch curse me so hard. All right. The fire has happened, and now that we just have a pathetic garbage zombie, this goes on for 10 turns. So it lasts quite a bit to have the effect of the plus attack. Unfortunately, the curses also seem to last quite a while. He's actually healing because he is attacking, not because he gets healed by the frickin' witch, so never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. You could use the heal, so let's do it. And one more attack should do this. I really don't mind taking a little bit longer. All right, another fight complete. Gold is the absolute most important thing. You get loot to be able to craft consumables later on, and also a few artifacts may drop to equip your little fellas. Anyway, what do we have? A brute for 50 health and 2 plague doctors who are resistant to poison and bleed. Strike only it strikes the front. A war cry. We'll give everybody probably just 2 charges. 2 charges should be able to kill the second plague doctor right there. So let me just do a couple charges right there. Oswa! Annihilate. Do not attack. Oh, the brute attacked. Only 10 damage on the queen. Pathetic. This 15 has 16, huh? What a piece of garbage you are. I guess I am charging, and the queen can attack the second one. Holy crap, poison bomb. That was very upsetting to see. Actually, the queen can only attack the first one, huh? Maybe just give everybody more attack. It'll be fine. Or maybe just burn. Let's get some fire on the last piece of trash, and we'll do one more charge, and that should be enough. And just continue trying to... Holy crap, 20 poison on that. That was very upsetting. Let's do another charge. He only has 2 more opportunities to use an ability, so I gotta be a little bit more judicious. This attack should do plenty of damage, and now I'm going to try and focus on healing all this mess that these disgusting plague doctors have created upon my ranks. I feel nothing but pain. My veins burn with the horrendous concoction that this plague doctor has poisoned my people with. The poison is just basically permanent. Pretty obnoxious. Die a million deaths. All right, good stuff. We get a few more pieces of lint into our pockets. What do we have? A pig, very weak to bleeding, and 2 hobos. In a way, they're also part of the zombie army, aren't they, fellas? All right, so we got a pig, we got 2 hobos. How tough of a fight will this be? Let's not forget that I have all these consumables. You can't be too conservative with the consumables, because there's really a lot of resources that drop and you can craft it. Like, it's not super precious. Oh, they summon things. It's not super precious, the consumables you get. Let me just get a heal there, just not let anybody drop too hard. They're pretty generous with the craftables that make consumables, and don't, like, you say craftables and some people's ears drop. It is an extremely simple system, much like the rest of Tiny Dungeons. I am not kidding or memeing or being facetious when I say it truly is a tiny Darkest Dungeon. Every aspect you can imagine of it, from the classes to all the abilities, the positioning, all that stuff. Just simplify it, and then you get Tinyfolks. What you got? 62? That's good enough for a heal to me. She's only got 20 power left now, but it should be okay because I have the elixir, which allows me to regain all my power. So it's all fine. That being said, I really don't want to spend it until I'm at the boss fight. Oh, that's right, you summon freaking rats. These dang old hobos, the rat masters. We're quite used to that. If you're a city dweller, they are always just prancing about with their pipes, summoning the vermin at their feet. Okay, let me just get another shout to +1 attack. And let's just take this fight seriously now, because holy crap, this is getting out of control. Actually, no, I cannot. I'm going to use the heavy strike on the boss, and that will be where I will spend my power. That's even more poison. Now, what a piece of garbage you are. What a piece of trash. You dwell in the trash and you are trash. You are one sad, pathetic piece of garbage. 65. Let me just set you on fire, and then the next turn I will get heals on with the queen. Thankfully, these guys really don't do a whole lot of damage, so we can make it real nice and slow. The rats are no big deal, brother. They do not matter to me. They will all be annihilated now by the front line. They are nothing but a nuisance. Actually, I should heal the queen first. She is the MVP. I still don't know what happens when somebody dies, so maybe I should test it, check it out. I've yet, like, it's gotten close, but nobody has perished just yet. I assume when people die, they literally disappear forever. I don't know if I want to find out. I don't know what happens when the queen dies. I don't know if it's a game over or she just gets dragged back to the church and she gets her health back through much lamentation. Let's go into the boss fight. You're about to face the boss. You will no longer be able to flee. Continue. Do the boss battle. What you got in the city? This is a crime lord. Is it some kind of giant mecha golem? Why the hell not? Burn, very weak to burn. 250. I'm a little intimidated. Okay, probably want to just strike all the time. We could go for the war cry and then strike. Just strike. Actually, you probably want to get yourself burn very weak. Molotov cocktail. Throw the Molotov cocktail. Get burned, bitch. Oh man, only 2, huh? I thought that it hit for 15 burn damage, but I think it's just, it lasts for 2, but the damage is 15. There you go. Takes a little bit to understand it. How much damage was that? I did not even pay attention to that. Anyway, do a strike. Get as much damage as possible on this Mechanotrix. Okay. Release Steam and gave it less defense but way more attack. That is upsetting. That is very upsetting. Let's make sure everybody stays alive. Kevin Davis, do not perish. What is this? -10. I can handle that. Strike. Oh man, I should have some burn going on. 15 on that. Oh, that is upsetting as hell. Should I just consume a potion? I have lots of potions back at home, so let me just take one. And now the queen has the power to set this creature on fire, since it's weak to the burning. Minus defense, but a lot more attack. I am starting to get slightly intimidated. Let's see if we can destroy this thing before it can annihilate me. Yeah. That damage is slowly ramping up. Very upsetting. Well, a couple more strikes and a couple more burns should be able to do it. Yikes. These guys are going to spend quite a long time in the freaking hospital. 6 damage, he has 12 health. Let me just burn it. Don't worry, they can take one more hit. Ooh, he's almost dead, but the burn got the Mechanotrix. 4,000 gold. All right, and that is one expedition in Tinyfolks. You have, in hard mode, in easy mode is, not easy mode, but normal mode is 45 days. In hard mode is 30 days to get to the end of the game, whatever that looks like. Megan is now healthy. Nick Fitz is healthy. Kraklak is healthy. We have trained Wayne and El Catherine. Got an upgrade, and the shop is now at the town limit. One thing that really impressed me about Tinyfolks, and that it is so much that kind of mind flooded me, is the training and the class system. You see, you go to the tavern, and you can recruit whatever's available. Most of the time, it's just going to be a pathetic little peasant. You can train that peasant in your buildings. You can either make them into a warrior, a magic user, a priest, a hunter, or a criminal, an apprentice level. And then from there, you can train them again in any one of these, and they will become its own specialized class. Let me show you an example. For example, Wayne, our apprentice, if you train him in war as a warrior, he will become a sorcerer, which I will call it probably like a spell blade, and he has a bunch of abilities that are like melee and magic together. If you train him, this is only to upgrade their equipment. It's just linear increases to their damage pretty much. That's basically a choice that you had to make. And you can only train a person per slot. And if they're in that slot, they cannot be trained in anything else. So that is the crux of all the decisions that you're making. Where are you putting your folks? And what are you spending your day doing with them? And do you still have enough to make a team to go out there so you can murder things? Because a day that you don't go out and murder things is a wasted day. So you cannot be sitting in your laurels. It's constantly thinking about how much can you afford to train versus how much you can send out to do things. So if I train this priest, actually no, this is an apprentice magic user into the faith, he becomes a mage, which is like a hybrid between magic user and priest. If you train him some more as a magic user, he becomes a wizard, and so on and so forth for every class. If you click, who is this? I think this guy's a priest. He gets hunting training. He becomes a freaking shaman. There's so many of them. There's probably like, if you count all the permutations, I don't know, like at least 20 different classes. I cannot do math right now on the fly, but if I thought about it for a little while, I will come up with a fairly high number for all the different classes that you can have. So all these buildings, you see how they are all like a level 2, level 1. They can get upgraded for a lot of resources, and that enables you to have more people in your team. This seems to have a limit of 10. Again, it's not an infinite roster. This is not freaking Darkest Dungeon. It is Tinyfolks, where everything is tiny. Tiny, and it fits in your mouth just right. You have a pile of equipment that you can put on your people. One for each, because this is Tinyfolks. And you don't get slots. You get one spot. And then at the Stuff Forge? What is this? Oh, this is just better magic user equipment. Where is it? There it is. The Potion Brewery. That's where you can get yourself extra potions with all the garbage that you have. It's just this screen. Probably the other craftables, they can go elsewhere. Here's an elixir. So, like, finite resources, but they're not like super precious. You can feel like you can spend them in your expeditions quite effectively. And that's how you go through each day. You recruit as many as you can. We have these guys got absolutely destroyed, so you put them in the inn to rest properly. This will make them heal up in one turn. I believe it always happens. And then the queen, she'll be wounded for only 1 day, so she doesn't need to rest in the inn. I don't know whether it heals them up completely or just doubles the rate. I'm not sure about that. So I want to leave at least 3 people to go out there and murder things. There's also a shop. Amulet, +5 attack, +5 defense for 1,000. Are you insane? Increases healing skills by 5 HP. That is pretty good. I'll buy that. I like that. Deal 30 damage to every enemy. Hell yeah. Sign me up, baby. That is a lot of AoE damage. Let's upgrade. I can upgrade the tavern, huh? Recruit extra folks, unlock a feast, a bonus. But I don't have enough cash. I want to upgrade something. Let me upgrade. I like the Thieves Guild. Let's see how much this takes. 2,500, 50 wood, 10 iron. Upgrade the Thieves Guild. We're going to have a giant pile of miscreants. And we can also have another upgrade here. Here, more resources from combat. Yes, there you go. Another upgrade going on over there. So who else is left that is not being used? We have 5 people. How about we give... I don't think I can train yet. I cannot train Megan anymore. She's an assassin. She's at the top of her class. But what I can do is give her better equipment. Now you have a sword. There you go. And she will be occupied with that. We have 4 people, but I have nothing but magic users. A cultist, a priest, a mage, and an apprentice. How about we train the apprentice? He is a piece of garbage. Let's get ourselves a wizard. So... click there. I can't tell which one are you. Wizard, there you are. There you go. For 300, you can train there. And everybody else will be left alone. Let's go to the artifact, remove everything. Because I want to be sure that everybody has everything that is the best. El Catrin, Kraklak, and Nick Fitz. They're all going to go into the next expedition. And we want... let's grab the bomb. Actually, that's fairly precious. I cannot craft another one of those. So let's go with an elixir, a potion. See how I have a ton of these and a Molotov cocktail. Meh. Yeah, we'll do the Molotov cocktail. There we go. Actually, as wizards and magic users, they usually have good burn items. So instead, let's have something that will give them a big stat boost in case they need it. Okay, there you go. Everybody is properly equipped. No, not yet. We got Nick Fitz, Kraklak, and El Catrin. So we're gonna give... you are going to have the -5 power to all abilities. Kraklak, you're going to have the extra resources. You are the priest, so let me actually give you better healing skills. and then El Catrin, who is the mage, which is the hybrid between the two. You can just have the extra health. You're kind of like the frontliner, even though nobody is. All right, there you go. And now the expedition is ready. We can go out into the wilderness. So we had unlocked a new area. That's how it works. You beat a spot with its boss. Now you can go on to the next area. I don't know where it ends. I assume that this is the final area to explore. What I usually do when the queen is not available and I feel not terribly confident about the team, I just go to somewhere I've already been. I don't think I want to kill a boss with these 3 pathetic buffoons. So what I can just do is go back to Citopia, or maybe go back to the Oasis, and that's what I'm going to do. And these tiny folks are going to go to the Oasis. They're going to kill genies and scorpions, and they're going to get a bunch of resources. And at the very least, this expedition will not be wasted. And that is what these tiny folks are going to do. And they're tiny, and they fit everywhere that you want them to be, and they're going to be victorious.